It's Around the Henny, brought to you by the All Exclusive Network. YI Mogul. It's my co-host Eddie Law. You already know we're gonna get y'all started off with a shot. Let's get it.
How we like to do it this time.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We got a great show. Ooh. Yeah, it's doing its thing. We got a great show on deck for you guys. We definitely want to remind you to please drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive, and just please drink responsibly.
Yes, Lord.
We got a great show on deck for you guys today on Around the Henny. What's going on, Eddie? How are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm in the neighborhood, man. 10 toes down, man. Just ready, man. I'm excited to be here another week, baby. And we doing it all the way the smart way. You feel me?
The smart way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, most definitely, man. We got a dope guest coming on the show today, Mr. Tommy Davidson. Will be joining us. A legend, obviously a legend in the game. So stay tuned. We got Tommy Davidson joining us today. So what you got for me, man?
Man, man, we both the Ohio State fans, right? And I just want to know how well you know the history. So my trivia question for you today is, how many Heisman Trophy winners have the Ohio State University had in its illustrious history? Final answer.
Yeah.
You want to name them? No, because it's wrong. It's 7. Take that shot, man.
I started to fucking say 7.
It's 7.
It's 7 is my favorite number. So I started to say 7, but I was like, nah, we gotta have more than 7, bro. Like, we the best damn college in the history of all colleges.
Man. I mean, we put on.
No, it's all good. I'll take my little shot, man. It's nothing.
Yeah, you already know how we living. We living how we living. Take that shot. He said 15. Boy, you was over. If this was Price is Right, boy, they would have gave you that boom, 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 head ass. Man, what's up with it, man? What we gonna talk about today?
All right. So obviously, we got a dope comedian coming on today, a legend in the game. So I figured, what better topic to talk about today than who is your top 3 comedians of the past decade?
Who you got? Or you want to propose it to me?
No, I got you.
Okay.
All right, so look, I got number 1 is Dave Chappelle, period. The GOAT. You know what I'm saying? You talk about bodies of work, Chappelle Show, it's never been anything like it, won't ever be anything like it, probably. You know what I'm saying? It's a classic show. Set the stage, set the trend for sketch comedy. And also the Killing Them Softly stand-up. That was like one of the best stand-ups ever. You know, and ever in the history. Like the chicken, like the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
He rapes, but he saves. But he saves to rape.
I'm going to rape. No!
He classic.
Dave Chappelle, number 1. Number 2, I'm going with Chris Rock. I think Chris Rock is just a legend, man. Like, he's funny as hell, bro. He's really underappreciated in a comedian as a comedian, I think, for our culture. But he is funny as hell. That Bigger and Blacker, I think, is the best joint he's done, in my opinion, as far as the stand-up goes, man. You know what I'm saying? So Chris Rock. And then number 3, I got Mike Epps.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Mike Epps, he's funny. He's naturally funny. The Friday franchises, off the chain. And he just I've seen him live, like he's just funny as hell, bro. Like he's naturally funny, bro. So Mike Epps, him and Cat, you know what I'm saying? You could put him, Cat Williams in that 3rd spot as well. Honorable mention, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got some honorable mentions as well. I'm glad you opened the door for that first.
Yeah, who you got, B?
I'm gonna start off with who I believe is the GOAT, one man who I've met, been in his movies. My frat brother, Dave Chappelle, man, because he's so real, man. He is not bigger than the moment. and you know he will not hesitate to let you know how educated he is on the educated, if you will. So you know, and I gotta ride with him, man. That's the number one, hands down. Like you know. That, I mean, hell, you know, that's our Richard Pryor to our parents. You feel me? Like, you feel me? And you know, Mike Epps would be, you know, definitely the close number two. And these are people who I like as a favorite because his content is so relatable. You know, he could talk to you about Tony and Noodle. Man, they gonna talk about $30 about me. And you see it in the hood when we go home, you know, at the BP store on Salem and Grand, like, you know, somebody come up to you with one of them stories, like, you know, man, they done took about $30 from me, man. You know, I'm just like, come on, man. Like, and that stuff is so funny. And then, you know, like, like that stand up was so stupid.
Like, yeah, nah, that's fact.
Yeah,
that's fact. He's different. Like like he's dope.
And he up there with it, man. And you know, my third, and I got some honorable mentions as well. Ricky Smiley, man. Like, you know, Ricky Smiley, you know, GOAT, man, out here. And I think that, you know, with those three people, they should do another Kings of Comedy, if you will, because Ricky Smiley, man, his character, Miss Bernice Jenkins, and you know, they be doing the church announcement. That stuff is hilarious. And if you're having a bad day and you get the radio station in the morning and he so happens to do that, yeah, I mean, you know, you'll get a good laugh about it, especially if you're having a tart day in the beginning. But then, you know, I got to go with Kevin Hartman. He's a comedic rock star, but you know, as far as he's swayed away a little bit in my estimation, and you know, is becoming more of a movie star, and you know, he's broadening his horizon, if you will, and you know, that's why he's number 3A. And then I got Steve Harvey. I got to put an Ohio man up in there, Ohio boy, and you know, ultimately 2 Q dogs on this thing. I'm not a Q or anything like that, but you know, I'm just looking at all the fraternities I got up on here. But yeah, Steve Harvey, man, from Ohio, man, he just boosted his platform into what it is right now, man. And you know, them would be my top 3 plus A and B, you know, if you will.
Okay, yeah, not a bad list, not a bad list at all, man. Shout out to all those guys, man.
You know, man, they doing great things.
Keep being great. We need a new Kings of Comedy with
yes, Lord.
Pill, Epps, Cat. We can do Hart,
Smiley, Hart.
And shit, Smiley.
Deion Cole even coming up, like, bro. Deion Cole.
We need to do like it need to be like, because we need to do the, how many people was that out there named? About 6?
Yeah, but it was only 4. We gotta dub something out. Like, some people ain't gonna make it. Like, everybody ain't gonna make the Hall of Fame.
But Bruce and Smiley can be, you know, like the openers. You know what I'm saying? Smiley can host it. Bruce can be.
Well, if you this is where I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I think Ricky is funnier than Cat, so I think Cat should be one of those people that open it up.
He's like, the Cat, bro, funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, like, but he get beat up by kids and all that stuff. Like,
yeah,
you know,
bro.
You ain't never seen Ricky Smiley out there like that, man. Come on, man.
Cat hilarious, bro.
yeah, got something else. I love him too, man, because he got Dayton ties. He got Ohio ties, man.
Yeah,
so
shout out Cat Williams, man.
You know, I fuck with him, but you know, I just think Ricky a little bit, you know, funnier. But no one's gonna top the GOAT, which is Dave Chappelle, because he can make something funny. He said, "I do a punch." I said, "I'm gonna tell a punchline, and then I'm gonna do the joke." This is how GOAT he is. Yeah, he said, and then I kicked her.
The GOAT, you know what I'm saying? Chappelle is,
you know,
like, he's the GOAT, bro. He's
yeah. He does what he does, man. He said,
who we got coming, man? Introduce our guest.
He saves and he rapes, man. Our next guest is a whole legend, gentlemen and ladies.
To save.
Yes, our next guest is a whole legend, man. He has worked with everybody in the comedy game, man. He gives great pleasure, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce him. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, show your love for the great Tommy Davidson.
TD.
Hey.
Tommy Davidson, welcome to Around the Henny, brought to you by the Exclusive Network. How's it going?
Glad to be here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all about that alley-oop. I'm all about that alley-oop, baby.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? If one brother can alley-oop to the next brother, we got something.
Yes.
Nah, that's an absolute fact. That's an absolute fact.
We got something. They asked me about the election, right? So,
yeah.
You going to be satisfied at the end of the election? I said, well, it's going to be another white boy at the end of it. So what?
Yeah, for real.
So what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, that's fact.
We won 2 Super Bowls in a row. You know, did 4 years back to back, 4 years, ran the whole world right. And all they did was try to make us forget it by just saying, hey, the best black man you have to offer ain't better than the worst cracker we got. It was all psychological.
I definitely think that, you know, they voted for Trump to basically make a mockery of the office. You know, they was like, oh, y'all let a black man in, we about to just let this fool in. I always looked at it like that.
Yeah,
too.
It was psychological. You know
what I'm saying? Well, speaking of that, like if you had to be president, who would you pick as your VP, and what would be some of your things that you would, you know, what would be at the top of your agenda?
Probably at the top of my agenda would be what no administration has done since the inception of the nation, which is to fund our inner city schools.
Yeah,
they ain't done.
Yeah.
You know, so we had president after president after president after president after president after president, you know, and it's always, hey, can we get our schools right? Can we get our schools up with the rest of the white schools in the nation? They always say, yep, and then we vote for them, and then they go, nope. And not even Obama did it, you know, because he was under that pressure. You know what I mean? And then even when LeBron said, well, I'm going to pay for my own school, you know, Trump said, well, he's a dumb nigga. And then nobody came to his defense. Oprah nobody.
Yeah.
Okay? So, you know, and he was brave enough to say, okay, here go to school. We're going to do it ourselves. And then when the president said, you a dumb nigga, ain't nobody jump up.
Yeah.
Nobody. Oprah said, hey, you know, nobody. Everybody, you know.
Yeah. I want to talk about other trivial things. And
right.
Don't even matter when it comes to the education and things like that, man. And I mean, and it's sad. It's sad. And, you know, we can wear the mask and we can wear blinders because, you know, it's what the news and everything want to portray and, you know, put out there like that, man. And I mean, it's sad because education is something that they can't take from you. Or
they can't stop us from getting, no matter what. So the most powerful thing about what happened is we didn't need him to get in office, you know? And we don't need him to get in office again. But what it showed us was that we can do anything, you know, because if you stuck in that White House, you know, the whole time, why not get yourself in a position where you can do whatever you need to do, like all the other groups in America, without having all eyes on you?
Yeah. That's solid. That's solid. And look, I'm gonna take you back a little bit, man. You know, in 1990, you was original cast member of A Living Color, you know, a show that I grew up watching, man. And you work with legends. I'm talking about legends on top of legends, man. And can you talk about how that experience groomed you to the comedian and the professional in which that you are right now?
All right, I'm sorry. When you say 1990, all of a sudden I was Chubb Rock in 1990. The dream doesn't similar. The meaning of shot. Yep, RoboCop last year was a shot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You threw me back. So as soon as you said 1990, ho, 1990, Chubb Rock.
Time war.
The hardcore drink. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So kick to the crib, one dibs on the big back. You know, it was just a good time. It was what it was an eclipse, a total eclipse. You know, things were happening in movies. Spike came, brought the hip hop motion to the movies. Robert Townsend came and brought that to the movies. Of course, hip hop was on the blow. Okay, Fat Boys got it into movies. You know, Kid and Play. I mean, it started just like, you know, Run DMC, you know, Yo MTV Raps and all of this. It's a whole wave happening for what's going to happen with TV.
Yeah.
So Professor Xavier comes along, you know, Keenan Ivory Wayans, you know what I mean, comes along. He says, I got some mutants. All of them got skills. I just got to get them in the same room at the same time. We end up landing at Fox. History. And it was just all timing.
History.
It was all timing. It was all timing.
Yeah. Thanks. And I mean, obviously, legendary show. Do you think that A Living Color gets the credit it deserves as far as what it did for sketch comedy and like the people that the stars that it birthed as well?
It didn't have to give credit because the stars that came from it just went ahead and got theirs, you know. But in the Entertainment Weekly or whatever for the '90s shows, wasn't even one picture in there of us at all for great '90s shows.
Wow.
You know, so. You know, the good thing is that we don't have to worry about the credit. You know what I'm saying?
Them checks coming.
Yeah.
Period.
You know, let's don't do credit. Let's do cash.
Yeah. I believe J-Lo got her starting stuff on there as well, right? Like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, J-Lo started as a dancer.
Yeah.
She came through there, and then she turned into an incredible actress, and she became a whole industry of her own.
Fox, Jim Carrey, like
Sasha Bob.
I mean Jamie.
Yeah.
I mean, all of our writers went on to shows like Friends, Martin, like We Are TV, actually.
Amazing.
Yeah, actually.
Shows that came out after that. It was all the producers from In Living Color. Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah.
One was from one of our writers.
Shout out Chappelle.
You know what I mean? So really, I just been lucky. You know what I mean? I just been lucky that 23 on your wall reminds me how lucky James was to have Kyrie in that series. You know, Kyrie came down, and that whole shot with the left.
Yeah.
That was the defining moment. That was the defining moment of the whole series.
Yeah, 2006.
You know what I'm saying? I remember that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember that. Drive, you know, put it up left, tied it up. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's to the floor. It's to the floor.
That's what it's all about, though.
Yeah.
It's all about execution. It's all about strategy. It's all about endurance. You know, it's all about keeping our memory intact.
Yeah.
You know, keeping our memory intact.
Yeah, and that's solid, man. And I know, like in 2015, you did a USO tour with the military, going overseas and boosting morale for, you know, soldiers and things like that. How was it?
Flags in there. Tell me about it.
Yes, I'm a military soldier currently.
There you go.
Sorry.
See? Yeah. I gotta cover all bases.
Yeah.
I gotta cover all bases. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So go ahead. I saw the fold in there. Go ahead.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Hold on.
Tommy Davis, ladies and gentlemen, all around the head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We litty.
Yes. Oh. Yes, that unit actually replaced my unit when we was down there. That unit actually replaced our unit. Yep.
Is that right?
Yes.
It had a lot of bases over there. Alamo. It was so many nice bases over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was and so here's what I have to say about you. See, because this is how we got to be now. You are a part of the global strength of the military, which is primarily African American, not only in command but everywhere, in every branch.
Yes.
In every branch. And it's one of the things that I think that America could use. America could use the military as a cultural and moral model, because in the military, you get promoted by merit. Mm-hmm. You get promoted by the work you do and the excellence you bring.
Yeah.
Here seems to be by color.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So they can use their own military as a model. They might get somewhere, because there wouldn't be no Vietnamese stores, liquor stores in the hood if we wasn't there in Vietnam with them, or Korean stores if we wasn't there in Korea fighting them.
Yeah. Yeah.
There wouldn't be no Afghanistan and East Indian stores and nothing if we wasn't there fighting them with them. So I mean, I'm just saying. I ain't trusting nothing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. So it's safe to say that, you know, the experience was good, like seeing, you know, the soldiers and stuff over there, like as you come over there and boost morale and things like that.
Oh, great. I've been doing it for 30 years, so it's
solid.
It's a gift that pays its dividends constantly, because everywhere I go in the world, especially the States, I'm running into people that were at shows 28, 27 years ago in Guam, North Pole, Italy, Okinawa. I mean, all over. Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna keep going, you know, and I was at a show in Atlanta just now, the comedy theater in Atlanta, right? There's a little brother in the front, right? And he was a young boy too, and he's laughing and stuff. And in my mind, I'm thinking, he don't know about the jokes, you know, to myself, right? So after the show, he walked up to me. He said, "Hey, man, I seen you in Okinawa, man. You know?"
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I was in a Jamaican restaurant in Virginia Beach, and little brother was there. And he said, "Ain't you the one from In Living Color?" And we started talking. He ended up being military, right? He happened to be at every single base that I had damn near been to.
Yeah.
Wow.
See? So our connection is on the connection we have.
Yeah.
Is a connection that they don't want us to realize.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's cool though. Well,
yeah.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, it's an invisible chain that we all link.
Yeah, what? You know?
Yeah. That's solid. That's definitely solid.
So like, obviously you had a great career. You've done a lot of great projects. Booty Call, one of the funniest things ever, right? What's your favorite scene from Booty Call?
My favorite scene was when the dog was licking Jamie butt. No, understand this. Hold on. Understand why I never laughed so hard in my whole entire life. We had 2 dogs, okay? Because you can't work a dog but so many hours, right? It was one dog, it don't want to do shit. I mean, you can try to get it to do this, and it's just standing there, man. And we like, can you get rid of this dog? And we like, we got to keep that dog for the next 6 hours.
Yeah.
So the breeder be like, come on. And the dog be like, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yo, the day it was time for the dog to lick Jamie butt, they didn't even have to say action.
I'm weak.
That was the funniest scene to me. But I think the funniest scene was the saran wrap scene, man, with both of us.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
The quiet is kept between me, the one with the butt with Jamie. I was like, Jamie, man, you got that dog motivated to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know that was the underlying joke the rest of the time.
Hilarious, man. Like serious cult classic, bro. Like serious.
Thank you, man.
Before you stick it.
You got to make it something wet before you kick it.
That's a honor.
God bless Bernie Mac was in it too.
Yes.
Bernie Mac was a lot of people that was in that movie. Vivica, and a lot of people was in that movie.
Yeah, man. Classics, bro. Who directed that?
Jeff Pollack directed it.
Okay.
He was a director of Fresh Prince for years.
Wow.
The director of Fresh Prince. Yeah, God bless him. He passed away years ago.
Oh man.
And what a great creator and collaborator. And he was smart enough to know, when something wasn't working right, he'll call me. He'll say, Tom, can you go and talk to him and get in the script and tell me what they think they should be saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was like that. Yeah, he was a really, really good person. And I had the pleasure of, his daughter was really little when we did Booty Call. She really liked me, man. She really looked up to me. And I was doing a talk. I was doing a E.T. Entertainment Tonight interview, and his daughter walked in and she worked at the show.
Oh,
so I was able to reconnect with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In this life, that means a lot, because it's one that we get, right? Yeah. So I got to experience that,
Yeah, that's solid. That's that invisible chain that we just alluded to a while ago.
It's some real shit going on.
Yeah, for real. Man.
I mean, without what's happening right now, we wouldn't be talking. So everything happens for a reason.
Yes, Lord.
I used to not believe, he parted the Red Sea and all of this, and I used to be like, man, how could that be? But then I saw him stop the world, make everybody go and look at the TV, and then he pointed his hand at who was doing the wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world was looking at that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when did that ever happen? The whole world, everybody gonna go inside, go look at your TV, and watch this boy put his knee on this boy's neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but I'm gonna show you what's happening.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah. That's 100, man. How was it working on the scene with with the crew of the Sarah Cooper? Everything's fine. How was that experience, and what have you seen change from the early beginnings to now, as it relates to doing shows and comedy and things like that?
Right, this boy going places. You hear me? Yeah. It was different. That's a good question. It was different because of the COVID, so we had to test when we got there and all of this stuff. But the good thing was, I had never worked with her before or met her, but she was a big fan of mine. And so it was good me being on that show because it was Whoopi Goldberg and all the new heads.
Oh, wow.
You see what I mean? So it was kind of like a Pro Bowl. You know what I mean? I got to come in there and, open it up. I got to come in there as that young number 7 out of Atlanta. You know
Mike Vick.
Yeah. With them wheels and that arm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's solid. That's solid,
man. So, like, what's been like the most rewarding thing for you as of yet in your career?
Now it's just been the fact that that I've been able to maintain being my mother's son.
Yeah.
You know, after all of this, you know, after all of this, after all, you know, the successes and the ups and downs and all that stuff and the letdowns or whatever, you know, and the, you know, the money and all this, I think the best thing for me is I got to stay Barbara Davidson's youngest son.
Yeah.
You know, because she always, you know, if she was alive now, she'd be proud of the person I am. You see, she never went to one of my movie premieres. She always went to the train station and bought it from the dudes. You know, and I was like, what are you doing? And she said, I don't want to see all them.
Yeah.
I want to see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't care about all that. I care about you. And when I dropped out of college, you know, I dropped out of college, and she was upset. But she told me, she said, look, I was a little selfish because I wanted that for you.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted that. That was me wanting success for you. But as long as you do something where you're happy, you can make a living and you're not hurting anybody, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
And that's what led to me doing this.
Yeah.
Okay? So I feel like she would be proud of the person that I became. Amen. You know, that's if somebody said, well, what's your greatest accomplishment? It would be me being her son, because of the way that she was the person that I saw help people. You know, we bring home groceries. We was on welfare. We bring home groceries. She started giving some of it to the little kids. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, we need that.
I mean, what do you think? You don't ask me what I'm doing. You know, do you have enough to eat? And yeah, well, then that's all you got to worry about. Yeah, I didn't understand what she was trying to show me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when I see, you know, what happened to Pollack and Big, you know what I'm saying? Or I see the separation between how Trump did Kanye or whatever, or I see how we're out in the streets doing what we're doing and all of this, you know, I can see now the reason why she made me the way she made me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So not to get caught up in too much in the, oh, I gotta have this and I gotta have this so I can be that. No, if I'm that, I'm that.
Yeah.
Say that, then you know I'm that.
No, you see? Exactly. Mm-hmm. And that's facts. You know, that's facts. I mean, I can't do nothing but say that's facts. Like that's facts. Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah. Well, for me it is. You know, for me it is. I mean, because I'll look across the street, you know, and someone who does what I do has more stack or whatever, you know, and if I'm looking over there, then I'm actually ignoring the fact that, hey, she stopped me. She said, don't worry about that or what they're getting. When she used to give Dante and Bimbin
for you.
Yeah, she used to give Dante and Bimbin and them, you know, food to take home.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
So even though you're gonna have the propensity to do that, you're gonna have the propensity to look across the street. It's you gotta teach a child to share, because your survival instinct is to keep it to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's part of what we deal with. You know, especially in the business that we're in, because you know they're hanging right in front of your face.
Yeah.
You come on, get it. You know what I mean?
Nah, for real.
It's tough.
Yeah, and it's a whole nother way. You know, it's more than one way to skin a cat. Not the end of it.
Nah, that's a fact.
Right.
Eddie Law. Henny.
So,
Henny fact.
Henny fact. Yes. So right now, you know, we're gonna go to Henny fact. The former MLB catcher, Harry Shati, he was the first ever player traded for himself. He was originally traded to the Cleveland Indians from the New York Mets for a player later to be named, but after 15 abysmal games, they made the trade back for him.
That's the Henny fact.
Yes. Like that joker got traded for himself.
Right, exactly.
Get up out of here.
Right.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yes. During your time in the industry, you've worked with a lot of people, and you know, I know it's still probably people you want to work with, who you haven't worked with, and you know, I would just give you the the scenario like a Living Color or a skit, impromptu comedy. Can you tell me like 2 people who you wouldn't mind, or 3 people who you wouldn't mind working with on that type of show, like an impromptu show?
Yeah, I like to work with Eddie Murphy, man.
Yeah.
I like to work with Ed on all of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Ed, I like to work with David. I like to work with Kevin.
Yeah.
If it was 3,
yeah,
I'd add a 4th one, probably Jamie.
yeah.
I mean, probably Rock, because I work with everybody else. See?
Yeah.
So those are the ones that I want to get on camera with. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
so yeah. So it's like that big number 1 with the Pats. You know what I mean? You know, if anything, if everything was all said and done for sports fans, for black sports fans, for brothers, if ever there was a quarterback you wanted to replace Brady, it would have been him.
Yeah, Cam.
And you looking for we looking for what could happen.
Yeah.
Now, what's happening right now? Okay, cool. He's got to use his wheels and all this, but he's with Belichick, so daggone well, it's gonna be a whole lot of happy when that happens.
Yeah,
that's basically going with the antithesis
of what
we look for.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I hope they can make
Belichick's like that though.
Yeah.
No, listen, Belichick's like that. I did a gang forum in LA where there was a truce between the Crips and Bloods, and I went out there with Jim Brown and all these other people there. Guess who was there?
Coach Belichick
was there.
Wow.
Yeah, like he bowed it, and then when he saw me, he said, "Hey, you're Tommy Davidson, huh? Hey, I'm a big fan. My boys love you. You're thank you, man. You done some good stuff."
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So he's connected too.
Yeah, Coach Belichick, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's his favorite team, so he's trying to keep it.
Hey, I'm on the thing. They're watching Seattle game.
Oh,
man, stop.
Hey, man. So what's next for Tommy Davidson? What's next?
But the one more thing about Belichick.
Okay.
Yeah. I love it here about Coach.
It's the fact that he stood up for Everson Walls.
Yeah.
For the Hall of Fame. You see? And they said Ty Law, Ty Law was one of his players. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they said Ty Law is up for the jacket. What do you think about that? And he said, I think that's great. He's a great player. But there's other players too that I'm familiar with that should be up for it as well. Yeah. And he said Everson Walls. And so that was heads up. Everson Walls went to Grambling. I mean, it's like real, Yeah. So anyway, I just want to get that out there. But
yeah, Coach Belichick, he loves football, and he loves it.
And he knows talent.
Yeah.
That's that military thing I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What was that question?
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead back with that question. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good, bro. Nah, I was just saying, like, what's next for Tommy Davidson? Like, what you got cooking? What's some goals going into 2021?
Everything that I can possibly do. One life to live. I'm not trying to be, Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey or nothing, but I've been given certain talents. Yeah. So I want to exploit them. I want to be able to, I want to be able to use them. Yeah. So I launched my own film, television, literary, anthropological company. That's a global company where I create film content for the world, not just the U.S. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, me and Martin are executive producing together a new TV show coming on BET.
Nice.
I won't tell you about it. But all I'll say is, did you miss me? All I say is, did you miss me? That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
That talk show. Did you miss me? That's all I'm gonna say. Working on just all kind of stuff, but most of all, just looking out for the next man, seeing where I could be of service here.
Yeah.
We all going through a time, but I'm not so concerned. And this is not selfish. I'm not so concerned about any other group than Africans right now, or people of African descent, because it seems like we've been put last. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing
wrong with that.
We gonna persevere.
Israel is Israel. China is China. India is India. Korea is Korea. Africa is Africa, man.
Yeah.
And I got as much love for all of them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't got that much love for me.
Yeah.
You know, so that's my primary goal is to continue to work with us and to pull us up, because we're not outside of mankind. We're a part of mankind. We're not like in some zoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're part of mankind.
Yeah.
We're not out on the outside.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's really what it's all about. And in doing that, that's really helping everybody, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really helping everybody, really.
Yeah.
You know?
So, that's fast.
Yeah, when you really need something bad, first place they go is Africa. So why not me?
Come on.
Yeah.
First place they wanted to test that.
Africa became a really poor country because everybody took everything out of it and they paid for it, including me.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not?
Yeah, come on now. Come on, you talking.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I rep the Vikings as a football team. I rep the 76ers as a basketball team. I rep the Orioles as a baseball team. I rep the Jersey Devils as a hockey team. I rep Africa as my team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All day and all night.
I can do that.
All day and all night. All day and all night.
And I got it all. I got Marley.
Yeah.
I got Jordan. I got Louis Armstrong. I can't lose.
Yeah. It's an automatic win. Nothing but ultimate wins. The ultimate wins. Yeah. Yes.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about for me.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. Definitely, man. Well, we definitely appreciate you taking the time, man.
Definitely, man. Knowledgeable.
Man, we're very knowledgeable. You know,
man,
we appreciate everything that you're doing for the culture. Let the people know where they can find. I don't know if you have any new specials, or if you have a website or anything you want to tell your people to go follow. Shout it out.
The real Tommy Cat on IG. Hold on. What Simpson is that back there? Is that the juice?
Yeah, that's the juice.
That's the juice back there. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Just want to make sure.
It's around the Henny, baby. You know the vibe.
Hey, man, I want to make sure.
OJ Simpson, baby. OJ Simpson.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. I saw Simpson. I want to make sure that's at 3-2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that's an autographed jersey. You feel me?
I got Jim Brown's.
Ooh.
Yeah. For my birthday, he gave my birthday party to sign me that 3-2.
That's lit.
You know?
That's lit.
I was talking to OJ one time. This is what he told me. He said, everybody was talking about Pittsburgh defense, right? Back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, I played them 6 times. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They were the hottest team. Right?
Yeah.
He said, I gave him 220, 200, 230, 211, 225.
Fired their ass up.
I'm talking about that was the aluminum court.
Right.
OJ got 9 lives, B.
Right. He gave him 2.
Yeah.
He gave the best defense in history 200.
Yeah, that Terry Bradshaw on the center too. Like,
nah, that's facts.
Yes, Lord. Yeah, I love the
Hey, y'all need me again, call.
Yeah, that's too easy. That's too easy. Definitely.
Absolutely, man. Hey, you just joined Tommy Davidson, legend in the industry, a legend.
Yes.
Eddie Law, YI Mogul. It's Around the Henny, brought to you by the All Exclusive Network.
Yes, Lord.